Grace and peace, y'all. I hope everybody's feeling blessed this evening. Happy Friday. All right, I wanted to get into this conversation, and it pretty much is about how I got into prayer, because prayer was difficult for me to jump back into, especially coming from a background where I watched people use prayer in the most malicious ways. And they weren't able to teach me how to pray because I already knew they were doing it wrong. And because I knew they were doing it wrong, I never learned how to do it right. So when it came time for me to pray, I felt very uncomfortable doing it, wondering if it's coming from a place that was selfish or coming from a place that wasn't completely structured, or am I using the right words, all that. And God helped me work through understanding prayer by helping me understand the importance of praying for others. And he told me a story, and it went a little something like this. He said, another one of my children went to bed every night with tears on their pillow, specifically because they watched a person that they loved, that they cared about, slip away slowly, caught in the harmful routines that stole energy and hope from them. They saw the change every day in that person, felt their own heart tighten with helplessness because they knew that there was nothing they could say or do. How do you reach somebody who's so lost? In those dark evenings, they would whisper to Jesus, give me guidance, give me strength, longing for a way to speak honestly, to offer a hand to that person without judgment. God said he heard them. He gave her quiet clarity and support. She felt helpless. There was nothing she could do, but she never stopped believing in God's ability to reach them. So every night they would still come to Jesus, refusing to give up hope. And God honored that perseverance. In quiet hours, when nothing was happening, he was working. He sent people to speak words of encouragement to that person, gently broke chains of negativity that no one could see. He reached into that loved one's inner heart and led them out of that dark place until they found restoration. Now, it didn't happen overnight, but surely but steadily, that family was not just saved. They were transformed because the cries of someone who was willing to pray. A lot of us don't understand how important it is for you to align with the right people. Instead of aligning with people who help you feel comfortable about your demons, about the things you don't want to grow through because it's too painful emotionally, so you rather numb it out. It's important for you to align with those who will pray for you to get out of it, not pray on you to stay in it. It was in those moments that I was able to understand why my role as a prayer warrior for others was so important, and why it was important to pray for myself. But he even taught that there was no structure, that the world pushes that things have to be uniform and organized, and they trigger traumas in others, the people who are not that way, to the point that they become perfectionists and they don't feel like they're sufficient enough to do it. But it was sitting with God and hearing him explain to me how someone's prayers that they didn't even know if they were reaching, they didn't even know if it was going to work, and they were completely selfless about their prayers. It helped them save someone that they loved. So again, stop aligning yourself with those who stay with you in the holes. Start aligning yourself with those who's willing to reach in and pull you out. Because prayer works. And you'd be surprised of the people who pray for you. Because those are the ones you don't talk to. Those are the ones you don't reach out to. Those are probably the ones you talk about, while you talk about them to the ones who are praying on you. They don't want to see you do better. Because if you do better, it makes them look a kind of way. I hope this reaches who it was supposed to reach. Love and light, y'all. And peace.